Floor so you can see me. Okay, so from this position we're on all fours. We're making sure that the hands are underneath the shoulders, the knees are underneath the hips. Lengthen out your spine, drop your shoulders away from your ears, drop your shoulders away from the ears. And now we're going to start to tuck the tailbone up as far as your waist and back out again. So it's a very small movement, it's kind of a spiral underneath you, and you can see that sort of tucking under is just a very small movement of my pelvis. So we're being we're thinking about extending that little problem area in the lower back. Now create that more extension by bringing the tailbone up and looking underneath you. Uncurl your head and your tailbone. Dig your toes into the floor, lift the breastbone up, squeeze your shoulder blades together. Now tuck the toes in the other way, and then we go into a high arch again, looking underneath. We dig the toes into the floor, and we lengthen through the head, and we squeeze those shoulder blades together. And we tuck the toes back under, and we come back up again. Arch the spine. And then the toes dig under one more time. Really feel the body lengthen. Slide that rib cage back. Feel that space between the ears and the shoulders. And then bring yourself back to neutral. So I want you to widen your fingers and just press a little bit of extra weight into the fingers. And that's going to have the effect of sort of opening out your shoulders. If you can see behind me, it will have that sort of effect of opening out the shoulders because you're kind of dialing your thumbs away. I want you to keep pressing the fingers and the thumbs and the knees into the floor. If you can, I'd like you to I'm going to take the hand nearest the screen behind me. So now we're on 3 limbs. We're on 3 limbs, and the effort of holding ourselves in the middle of our body, your belly button is still in the center, it shouldn't have moved over. It's going to be quite hard on the core. Lengthen your tailbone away from the head, lengthen that head away. And now exhale as you slowly push into the arm that's on the floor, push into the arm and open out your body. And then come back in again. We're going to do 2 more of those. Take a deep breath in, hold the back side up. Imagine you're going to pass wind. I want you to lift up and go as high as you can to the ceiling. And then come back down again. So we're really going to think about pushing. We're pushing into the hand that's on the floor, but it feels like you're opening out with the other shoulder. But it's the other hand that is opening out, and the torso is getting that movement. And then come back down. Sit back, and I know for some of you that will be quite tricky, so just move your wrists. But you have to build up some strength in your wrists. We get a bit lazier sometimes. Now we're going to come back up onto this position. Lengthen your spine. Now we do the same on the other side. The hand goes behind us. We're just waiting for a moment, and you're going to feel the work start to kick in through the abs. You're holding the stomach up to support the back, but the shoulders are relaxed. The stomach is up. Take a deep breath in. Push into the hand that's on the floor. Exhale as we push up to the ceiling. And then inhale as we come back down again. And again, exhale as you push up into the ceiling. And then come back down again. We're going to do that again. What's happened? Are you holding onto your pelvic floor? And again, push into those knees and that hand as we open out. And then come back round again. Okay, put that hand down and then relax. And again, I know for some of you, taking your hand behind your back may be a little bit difficult. Shake the hands off, let them have it. Let's stretch the spine, fingers forward, big toes together, knees are apart. Lengthen the arms forward, forehead on the floor. Just breathe. Just letting your body stay here for that little bit of extra time will help you really pull your, lengthen your back muscles, which sort of jam up into your pelvis, if you like. every time you breathe, you feel as if those muscles are lengthening and your nervous system will rush to obey you. It's a brilliant thing. Okay, bring the body up now. Keep the hands on the floor. And we're going to take the hands up, bring the knees together. I'm going to just show you a V. So this is a great thing if you can do this on a wall, because what we want to do is open out the chest and we want to get those back muscles working. So if I'm in this position, you can see that I'm in a W position. I'm in a W position. Okay, now if I start to take I want you to squeeze your shoulder blades together and take your hands away. So they're quite on a wide V at the moment. And then bring those elbows down, almost, elbows back and down, elbows back and down. And now we're going to take them up into a proper V, stretch your arms up, and then again, bring those elbows down. So I'm going to turn behind you so you can see what's happening, but I want you to pay attention to your stomach because your belly is going to want to poke forward. So I'm going to turn behind and hopefully you can see here. So the hands are here, I've got them in that W. I'm going to draw those elbows down and you can see that those muscles squeeze together. Now I'm going to take those hands up, but there is still space between my ears and my shoulders. Stomach is in, and again, draw them back and down. And then take them up again. Stretch out those arms. And again, come back round again. So bringing them back down. So if you can do this against a wall, the wall will give you feedback as to whether your arms are behind you or not. In most cases, they will be too far forward. But you really want to open out without looking downwards. Keep your head up. Come back down one more time. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. Feel them squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And then take them up. Circle the arms around and we're going to a seated position. So we're in a seated position now, the legs are out. We're going to sit up tall, so rock back on your bottom, feel how that feels, then come up on those bony protrusions underneath here, rock back on your bottom and then come up on those bony protrusions. Take the hands up, keep those shoulders away, draw the shoulders, retract them back. Thinking about the pelvic floor, lift that up. Just inside you, draw it upwards, that sort of up and upwards feeling. Relax the shoulders. I don't want you to go back too far. I want you just to come back until you feel that the stomach is really working. Stop there, stop there. Take a deep breath in. Can we go back half a centimetre, then lift up half a centimetre. Back half a centimetre, lift up half a centimetre. Back half a centimetre and then come all the way up. And then reach over the top as if you've got a small child crawling underneath you. And then bring your head up, slide your shoulder blades back and elbows down. So now that stretch will have changed from the back to the legs. Bring your body up, raise the arms up again, take those shoulders back in a retraction. Inhale, we come back, we come back. Keep those abdominals in. Really focus on relaxing the shoulders and keeping those abdominals in. It's not too far. It's not too far. Can we take the right hand up? Can we take the right hand down? Can we take the left hand up? Can we take the left hand down? Now can you go back half a centimetre as you take the right hand up? And then come back up. Half a centimetre. I am being specific. And now the left hand comes up. Half a centimetre. And then come back. And again, we reach forward as if you've got a small child or pet coming underneath you. Stretching out the back here. And now bringing the back up, making it more flat as the elbows come down. Take a deep breath in and come back down again. Exhale. Okay, so we're going to go all the way down now to the side. So I want you to turn on your side, on the side. And we're just going to do this one, which I do like to do because it opens out the body. So we're going to be on the side for a moment. The elbows are together. And you're just going to open out that upper body. Get that lovely movement in. Just opening out just whatever feels good for you. This is kind of preparatory movements for me. And again. And then coming back. And we've got one more. Stay there for little bit of time and then come back. Now I want you to lengthen your legs away. Take one arm out to the side, but remember that you need that space beneath your shoulder. Okay, take a deep breath in, lengthen through your body, float that top leg up and lower it down. So we're lengthening the hip away from the body. Make sure one hip stacked on top of the other, that we